getting ready to play their third. 2 strokes off the lead. And this putt to move into a tie for third. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first. Oh, so close. And that brings to an end that hole. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Nicely done. Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour. And that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Putting for a par here. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently in 4th place.
Even for the day. Currently tied for 4th place. Oh my, how about that for a par?
This tour player is just streets ahead now.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Ouch, that hurts. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. Now 5 strokes behind. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
This has eyes for the hole. What a putt to make. Well done.
Yeah, that is not what you want to come up against mid-round, mid-rivalry. That was mean.
Wow, what a save. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And let's have one more look at that shot.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
Oh, I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Yeah, they're behind their rival right now through 9 holes, but there's lots of time, lots of opportunities on this back 9 to make up. It'll be interesting to see how it all ends up.
Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. That's a good putt to make, that one. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Playing their 4th shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, nicely played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
Ooh. Oh, that's too bad. This next putt for double bogey. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going